Welcome back to another episode of Buzzworthy Businesses, where we highlight leaders who are making a big impact both locally and worldwide. I'm Morgan Yonge, and today I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, David Permenter.
Hey there, Morgan.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Great to see you.
Great to be here, as always.
Yes, and then we have Christopher Prescott. Christopher, thank you so much for joining. So, Christopher, you are with Prescott Consulting's and MMA.
Right.
M&A.
Yes,
Great
mergers and acquisitions.
Mergers and acquisitions.
And also, Prescott Family Real Estate, Advisors is also part of that, that Prescott Consulting.
Fantastic. So, who do you consult, and how have you gotten into this role, into this business?
Great question. Okay. Getting into it's another story. So who we deal with ma and pa's, small businesses that need to be given some instruction as to how to actually run their business and make it a little bit more profitable. Okay. We do that through the process normally of the people that I've known over the years. I actually grew up with a lot of these people. Some of them worked for me at one point in time. They've gone out, they've started their businesses, and they've been trying to get an idea how to grow those businesses in some ways how to get out of those businesses, and retire. Some of them own their own buildings, which is a huge equity part of what they have in their business. Some of them are just trying to get a way to sell their business.
Absolutely, and so it's one thing for them to be working in their business instead of on their business, and you help them with the on.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
We help them with systems if they need systems. We help them to understand a way to expand if that's truly what they want to do. Yeah. All right, where to get the money, right? That's where the acquisitions come in, and allows them to be able to raise money through maybe another equity player to come in and take some of the piece off of them, then pay them for it, and then they can expand the business.
Who is an ideal client for you? What size company?
Great
question.
Are you
industry specific? Or?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't say that, but let's kind of look at revenue numbers as to understand what that means. Revenue numbers from somewhere around 1.5 to 10 million. Okay. If they have a revenue in that area, I can help them pretty well. When you get down lower than that, it's a cottage business, and it's very difficult to do too much to help them. But basically, most fit in that category.
Okay, and of the various tactics that you use to help prepare them, there must be a kind of a sweet spot, a set of tools that you use, or a set of areas of the business that you focus on.
Right.
Patterns must emerge when you do it enough. What would that look like?
Most small businesses do not have a P&L or a balance sheet.
Wow.
So we build the balance sheet and the P&L for them, We get to understand at that point what is the margins that they're actually getting on a monthly basis. Most people that are ma and pa's run their business weekly, They have a payroll weekly or every bi-weekly, and then they pay that payroll, and what's ever left over, they use their bank statement to take the money out, A lot of times, if the margins aren't where they're supposed to be, that's normally not a good thing for you to be doing, to take money out of your business if the business isn't healthy enough for you to take money out of. All right, so we've seen a lot of bankruptcies in the last year and a half, 2 years, especially since the pandemic. All right, so by and large, what we are trying to do is get them back on a schedule and with a P&L in their hands and a balance sheet in their hands so they can understand what the business is actually making.
There's a lot of education involved in what you do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, so most of them might not know how to read a balance sheet or P&L or how to put the two together to form a picture.
That's very true. It's no question that's the case. Most people have never even tried to develop a P&L system.
Yeah.
They don't even know what that is or how to get there. They look at, say, let's just say it's a gift shop for a moment, something everybody's probably familiar with to a certain degree. They go out and they buy merchandise, they bring it back, and they look at it and they pay $25 for it. And they think, well, maybe I can get $75 for this. And they look at another one, they pay $25, maybe I can get $50 for this. And they're not really thinking, you follow me, about what their average margin ends up being. Okay? They're thinking in their head, well, I'm selling that for $75 and I'm selling that for $50. Well, I know I'm making money. Okay? That's what gets them in troubles when you look at their
At
bank
the item,
account.
the profitability of the item rather than the business.
Right, exactly. And then they go to the bank account, and the bank's got $10 more in it than they did last week, and they go, oh, I can take that out. But then they haven't looked at what is coming at them. Some of them may have bills in for it that's going forward, and they're not really looking at those bills. So that's what a balance sheet does for you, is give you the liabilities that are out there that are coming, you follow me?
Sure.
So that you can see them before they hit you, and you go, oh, wow, I didn't realize I had to pay that bill now, you know?
Yeah, and even, a step further than that, you help them as well with like tailored solutions.
Yes.
So they can keep up with these things.
We do have we put a system in for them if it's available to them that they can learn the system, and that system can be a very tailored system, okay, that's just for them. Let's say mama is out there doing the books, okay, well she does the books the same she's been doing since she was 10, 12 years old, 20 years old, however it was. Maybe back when the family business was owned by her father.
Yeah, family abacus.
Yeah, exactly. All right. And she's learned how to do it then. That's the way she does it now. And she doesn't really want to change. It works for her. And we understand that. So we have to try to build a system around her, all right, that really is the financial system of the company. Dad's out there busting it trying to sell something. You follow me? When he gets something and brings it in, she's the one that puts it to work and puts the magic to it. It's sales is hard enough, but without someone behind you catching the ball and being able to turn it into something you can use and grow your business.
As you work with these small to mid-sized companies to help them scale, we've talked largely thus far about the financial side of it. Are you involved in the HR side of it and the operational efficiency side of it and all these other factors?
Absolutely. It depends on the size of the company. Like we said, we're talking about 1.5 to 10 million revenue. A lot of POEs are out there now. These are people who actually take it and they become your HR. Okay, they take that off your shoulders. All right. You have to pay for that service. Okay, but it depends on how much it would cost you if you brought it in house. Okay, and what they do is they'll not hire people for you, but they'll take staff, depending on how much staff you have. Let's say you have 20 employees. They'll take that staff. They'll take care of unemployment insurance. Okay. They'll take care of any type of medical insurance. Benefits, okay, all of that's taken care of through that POE. All right, so there's ways in which to do that so it takes it off mom.
Awesome.
Well, in taking it away today, this is all very interesting. We're super glad to have you here. And taking it away, what is that one message that you would like to leave our viewers with that they walk away with remembering about this interview?
I would like them to understand that there's no fear, okay, at all in growing a business. All you need is to be able to sit down, draw up a plan, execute the plan, and get the best people you can involved to show you how to execute and be able to develop and actually take that plan home, okay?
Awesome.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We
Yes.
appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Yes, and viewers, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. If you want more information about Prescott Consulting, you can head on over to dailynewsnetwork.com. We have it all right there. And we'll see you in the next episode of Buzzworthy Businesses.